Hey guys, Prangell Gaming here. Welcome back to the Millwall Career Mode. It's Season 1, Episode 16. And I do apologise for last week not being able to get a double upload up. And that's just due to the fact there's so much happening at the moment. Obviously, during this Christmas time, it's quite hectic and everything. And it's going to still be like that during the new year. I can imagine it'll still be quite hard to get a double upload up. I will try my very best, but I'm assuming that this one still isn't going to be a double upload. So let's have a look at the teams we've got to face in this episode. So the first one is the home tie against Leyton Orient. Obviously, we played them in the last episode and drew 0-0. So hopefully we can get the win. I've made a lot of changes. Some squad rotational players are in here. Plus, Thierry Ambrose will get a game. I want to see him score in this episode. The second game is away from home to Swindon. They are currently 12th in the league table. That's going to be a pretty interesting game to see how we perform against them. And then the final game of the episode is against Scunthorpe United at home. They're 15th in the league table at the moment, and that looks pretty interesting, I'm not going to lie. But the next episode looks even better. Look at this. Newcastle in the round of 16 of the FA Cup, I believe that's said. And then we've got Charlton away from home. Two huge games. And not to mention Bradford are pretty good. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this episode, but I think the next episode will be even better. So let's just get into the team selection against Leyton Orient. Right, so this is the team that I've gone with. Tom King in goal. The two centre-backs are the captain Hutchinson and Sid Nelson. The left-back as Paul Rooney. You know that I do really like Paul Rooney, so I'm going to have to go with him. Then got Marlon Romeo as the right-back. A new signing, technically, in Paris Cohen-Hall, returning from his loan from Wycombe Wanderers. So I want to see how he's going to do. That's why he's playing. That means we've now got 4 right midfielders. Pretty interesting, I guess. And 2 centre midfielders are Ben Thompson and Vilbala. Wild is the left midfielder, and 2 strikers are Ambrose and Gregory. I want to see these two do really well. They could be a very good future partnership. And then on the bench, as you know, it is one of these times where you can't actually play all the full bench. So we have Ferguson, Webster, Farrell, Philpott and Fred. So it's not looking too bad. I'm hoping this team can get a decent result against Leyton Orient. But the only way to find out is obviously getting into that game. So let's go do that. That was a poor pass. It's now with Fran Vilbala, who's finding Ben Thompson. Thompson to Thierry Ambrose. Ambrose over the top. Oh, this is a great ball. If Fran Vilbala can get there, and thankfully for them, the keeper made the save, but we were definitely in with a chance. Really poor though. And now they have a chance on the counter-attack. Bowery. This could find Liam Kelly. And they're going through. Bowery, he's onside. This could be a chance for him to score. Jordan Bowery! How on earth did he miss that? A golden opportunity for Leyton Orient, and he's just gone and squandered that. Romeo to Thierry Ambrose. He's going to have to run on the wing. Ambrose. Oh, that was a bad bit of play there, but we've somehow still got the ball. It's back to Thierry Ambrose. It's saved. I'm thinking that that's offside, though, and it is. That is so frustrating. We put the ball in the back of the net, and it's gone ahead and gone and been offside. I mean, I can't complain with what they said here. I thought it was offside from the moment he hit that ball. Terrible, terrible positioning by Lee Gregory there. And as for the last time that there was a Checkatrade Trophy game, there wasn't nothing happening at half-time. So we go straight to the statistics. We've been dominating. I'm going to be honest, we've been terrible though. I'll show you as many chances as I can, but I'm going to be honest, they haven't been that good. They've been pretty easy saves, and well, they've squandered a couple of opportunities, Leyton Orient that is, and we've had one that's been offside obviously. I'll definitely be showing you those. So let's just get into the second half. There's a lot to improve on, and obviously we need that goal if we want to progress into the next round. Now with Ben Thompson. Thompson to Paris Cohen-Hall, and this could be a great move if he can get that ball into the box, which he's still moving with. Paris Cohen-Hall, he's still moving. Paris Cohen-Hall, what a save! And well, he almost got it into the box. He almost got it into the back of the net. He hasn't done too bad with that attempt. Follow to Paul Rooney. Paul Rooney. What an obscure way of passing, but it's somehow found Ambrose. Thierry Ambrose to Greg Wild. Wild with the shot. It's hit the post. That sums up this type of game it's been so far. And now they can clear it away with ease of fashion. And well, we've still got the ball. It's not been the best game so far. Nothing's really happening. Well, this could be a chance. It's with Paris Cohen-Hall. He's going to have the shot. He's going to score the goal. He's returned to Millwall. And Paris Cohen-Hall is the player who goes ahead and scores. Well, it's not a bad return by him, is it? This was a pretty odd move. Somehow it just found its way to Paris Cohen-Hall. Gregory hit the deck, but it doesn't matter. Paris Cohen-Hall is the guy that put it into the back of the net. We're leading against Leyton Orient. And well, it's taken such a long time for that to happen. But I'm going to be honest, Who cares? We've finally got the lead. It took so long, but we've finally got that progression, which it looks into the next round. Right, and we're going to be making 3 substitutions here. Fred Onyema, Shane Ferguson and Kyron Farrell are coming on for Lee Gregory, Ben Thompson and Greg Wild. I just want to add some fresher legs into here, hopefully get some more goals, because we haven't been performing against Leyton Orient in terms of scoring so far, so we need some fresher legs to see if we can do better. But Ambrose will have the ball. It's now with Fred Onyema. Fred, what can he do with the ball? He's actually got a lot of pace and energy. He's going to find Thierry Ambrose. Ambrose, he could still go through. Thierry Ambrose hits the post. Again, we just can't put it into that back of the net. We're trying, but it's just not coming to us. And they've got a corner. Can they put it in? They can. King with the save. Let's make the header. King with a double save there. That could be crucial. Oh, and that's a great spot to find Shane Ferguson, who has got a lot of energy after coming on as a substitute. Ferguson, he's still going. Shane Ferguson, what can he do? He's cutting inside. That's a great save, but he puts it into the back of the net after the ball fell back to him. That's 2-0. That should just confirm our progression into the next round of the Checkatrade Trophy. Probably not the best of ways to score, I'm going to be honest. But at this point, it doesn't matter. And we've got a second. We've built on the lead, which, to be honest, was quite slender at this point. But it's a nice goal in terms of he got it back and he found the back of the net. Because believe me, the way this game is going, I expected it to hit the post. That's how it's gone on a couple of occasions. But yeah, that should actually get us through in this Checkatrade Trophy. To be fair, it looks a pretty good game on paper, but nothing's on paper and the game, in my opinion, was poor. Obviously, we got the 2 goals that we needed. We have progressed, which is a good sign. Now we just look forward to that game against Swindon. So let's go see the team selection for that one. Right, and into that team selection for the game against Swindon. I've gone with Tom King still in the net. I'm being quite nice to him for the fact he kept a clean sheet against Leyton Orient. The 2 centre-backs will still be Nelson and Hutchinson. I think that these 2 are pretty good partnership and definitely one for the future. Now, Saboric comes in the left-back position. I wasn't leaving Paul Rooney in the team. He's just not progressed enough at the second in time. Then, due to fitness, I'm putting in Cummins in the right-back position. I like Cummins. I think he definitely challenges Marlon Romeo week in, week out for a position. So I think this will be pretty interesting. Paris Cohen-Hall is the right midfielder, and he's earned that position in the team by scoring in the last game, which I'm really happy with. So we do have 4 right midfielders, but at the moment he's my favoured one. And the centre midfielders are Sean Williams and Ben Thompson. I would have had Fran Verbala in there. His fitness levels are just so poor, and I couldn't put him in the team. Chris Twaddock will be the left midfielder. As I said, I do like Chris Twaddock, so I want to give him as much game time as I can to progress him up in the ratings, so then he'll be better and better and challenge for a first team position one time in the future. 2 strikers will be Aiden O'Brien and Fred Onyema. I've just decided that due to fitness reasons, the other 2 strikers can't play. And well, onto the bench, and we have Shane Ferguson, David Worrell, Kyron Farrell, Lee Gregory, Webster, Jamie Philpott and Archer. Now, I would put Thierry Ambrose in, but he looks really tired, so I'm going to give him a rest and let him perhaps get the game against Scunthorpe. But apart from that, let's get into this game against Swindon and see how we perform. Let's try and stop them moving forward. It's now with Jonathan Obika. He's going to find Cassim, who's actually a pretty solid centre midfielder. He's laid it off to Nathan Delfonso. Don't let Delfonso score. Oh, that's a great save. And, well, that's gone in the back of the net, hasn't it? Poor defending there. And, well, I've got to say that the goal was really probably due to the fact that King's in goal. I am going to be brutally honest there. Look at this. Delfonso plays it off. Then they have the save. And, well, King is just King, isn't he? Jonathan Obika got the goal because King couldn't get up enough to stop that from going into the back of the net. Well, we do pay the price for picking King there, but hopefully that isn't a sign of things to come. But he has scored quite a lot of goals actually, Jonathan Obika, so maybe that was just going to happen anyway. Thompson to find Cummins. Cummins tries to play it over the top for Paris Cohen-Hall. This could be huge if he can get in behind. Paris Cohen-Hall still going, has the shot. Great save to O'Brien, another great save. Lawrence Vigouroux is pulling out the stops to make this game interesting. He's probably been their best player so far in this match. Can we win it back? No, we can't. They're still attacking. That's a great block, but it's not done enough to get rid of it so far. Murray, still going. He has the shot, and that's the second goal, isn't it? What a poor bit of goalkeeping by Tom King. I probably would have expected any other goalkeeper to have made a save there. Let's take nothing away from the strike, though. Look at that. An amazing strike from outside the box. King, I don't know. I shouldn't have played him, really, should I? In hindsight, he's probably cost us 3 points here. Well, not probably. I know for a fact he has now. 2-0 down to Swindon. Practically half-time. Well, this is going to be hard to come back from, isn't it? And, well, 7 goals by Murray. Who would have thought that? He scored quite a good amount of goals then. Scores on the doors at half-time. Charlton are losing to Port Vale and Chesterfield are losing to Fleetwood Town. So perhaps it's just a week where all the teams at the top struggle, but that's no excuse, let's be honest. They also have some more results, and Scunthorpe are beating Bolton and Rochdale are drawing 1-1 with Southend United. That one to do with Scunthorpe's quite worrying because we're losing at the moment, and if Scunthorpe are winning, then that could be a huge problem for us. Let's just see how we've been performing in this game so far. Well, it has been pretty equal, I'm not going to lie. Look at those stats. So equal with practically everything. The only difference is I have Tom King in goal, they don't. Probably that's going to be the reason why we're struggling in this game. We've got to score some goals. If we score some goals, then who knows. If I can get a point out of this game, I'll be pretty happy with it. But Tom King, he needs to really work out how to save. And I'm saying that, and his progression levels are coming along really nicely. So it's such a shame that he's been a real bad goalkeeper in this game. So let's get into that second half. I think it's over already, but I just have to see on that one. I have to get back to you with that. O'Brien to Ben Thompson. Thompson to Paris Cohen-Hall. Paris Cohen-Hall on to O'Brien. Aiden O'Brien to Ben Thompson. Ben Thompson through to Fred. We've still got to find a pass, and we have. It's with O'Brien. Great goal there. We've finally got one back. I mean, it's a goal. That matters. I don't know whether it was the best of goals. I know I said great goal, but I'm just saying great as in we've finally scored. Lawrence Vigouroux has been outstanding, and to finally get that ball into an area that matters, you don't know how much that means to me. It's been such a long time. I've been sitting here frustrated that Vigouroux's made so many saves where King hasn't, but that's a decent goal by O'Brien. He's got us back into this game. He might get another one. We might have to make some substitutions though. That's actually 8th goal in the league for O'Brien. He's not doing too bad. He could become one of the contenders for the top goal scorer. Right, I'm going to go ahead and make 3 substitutions here. Lee Gregory, David Worrell, Kyron Farrell coming on for Fred, Paris Cohen-Hall and Ben Thompson. Paris has been terrible. Ben has been terrible due to fitness, so I'm just hoping that these subs can make a difference, get us a point in this game. Kyron Farrell to Aiden O'Brien. O'Brien tries to play over the top for Lee Gregory. If he can get there. Oh, he finds it through. Gregory, he scores. I was completely not expecting that, and we've got an equaliser. That's why I didn't seem to be expecting that to happen. I thought it was going to be a casual, normal bit of play where we wouldn't actually make the difference. But Gregory's just come on as a substitute, and it's already gone in the back of the net. It was a great ball over the top. I honestly thought that wouldn't fall to him, but it does. And Gregory slides it into the back of the net. We could yet get 3 points out of this game. Don't hold your fingers to that and don't cross them just yet, because it could easily just fall apart. I'm going to be honest, I expect it could, but there is hope. And that's Gregory's 14th in the league. He's got a little bit more than O'Brien at the moment. Hutchinson. That was a terrible pass. I don't know what he was trying to do, but Farrell will pick up the pieces. Kyron Farrell out wide to David Worrell. Worrell back to Farrell. He's actually doing really well, the centre midfielder. He's going to play it in to O'Brien. Aiden O'Brien on the turn. He has the shot. It hits the post and it goes in. There we go. We have the lead 3-2 against Swindon. We've turned this game completely on its head. I have full confidence in my team scoring goals, but obviously defending at the moment is probably not the best. Farrell played it through to O'Brien. Didn't really honestly expect that to go in, but it went in. We've finally got the lead in this game. Well, I'm not going to complain. I'm actually really smiling here. We've turned it around. We've got 3 points from nothing, which is the best feeling in the world. So that is a feeling that I want to continue and hope that we can still get 3 points in the next game. When we were 2-0 down, I thought that was it. The game was going to be over. But somehow, some miracle has occurred. And we've got the 3 points and beaten them 3-2. I don't know how it happened. I am really so happy with that. I mean, man of the match, I would expect to be O'Brien. There you go. He got 2 goals. Did he get the assist? No, he didn't. But he was fantastic. He really is proving to be one of our key players, especially with Morrison going. That is huge for O'Brien, and I think he's definitely going to be getting that spot. Sorry, Jamie Philpott, who wanted to fill his position. But obviously, we've got Thierry Ambrose. We've got strikers. They just need to score the goals. And, well, in this game, Aiden O'Brien stepped up to the plate and helped us get this crucial 3 points. As I said, every point counts when you're in a title race or an automatic promotion race, but it doesn't matter. We've got those 3 points. On to the next one against Scunthorpe. Let's go see that team selection. Right, and this is the team selection for the final game of the episode, and it goes as follows. Jordan Archer is in goal. The centre-backs are Webster and Hutchinson. I decided to switch it up a little bit to see how they perform. Ferguson goes in at left-back. I believe he can play there, yeah, so that's fine. I'm going to put him there just for trying him out because I wasn't happy with Sabora in the last game. Then at the right-back position, we've got Cummins. Almost put Romeo in there, but really there was no reason to drop Cummins in the first place. Wall's the right midfielder. 2 centre midfielders are Butcher and Abdu. Wanted to freshen up the centre of the pitch. And then the left midfielder will be Greg Wild. Wasn't happy with Twinek whatsoever in the last game. And 2 strikers will be Checkatrade and Fred. I'm just trying out new strikers. I'm just really, because O'Brien, Gregory, Ambrose, they're all tired. So I need to try as many players out as possible, and these 2 fit the bill. Now, onto the bench, we've got Sabora, Evans, because I didn't even want to put Parisco and Hall there. He was just dreadful in the last game. Farrell, he seems to be pretty good as he comes on as a substitute. O'Brien, Nelson and Ambrose, and obviously you've got King there. King's not going to come on as long as our goalkeeper doesn't get injured. King was dreadful in that last game, but somehow we still won it, so I'm not going to complain too much. So all I can say is let's just get into that match against Scunthorpe and hope for the 3 points. Not in as dramatic as the last game though, hopefully. I want to get the win. I don't want to be falling behind by 2 goals and then having to win and come from behind that way. That was just so much tense and energy put into getting that win. That was really hard. Right, so we're the best scoring, they're the best defensive. How's this game going to go? Well, it's going to be pretty interesting to find out. Abdu to Fred. Fred, oh, that's a great pass through to Sunil Checkatrade. We've scored so early on, 2 minutes through. What a fantastic start, the veteran Checkatrade with the goal. Not going to complain too badly there. It's a great start to a football match, and well, that could give us the start of something that I would hope to be really good in this game. Great passing play with Fred to find it through for Checkatrade, who slipped it through and found the back of the net, beating Luke Daniels there. Great strike by the veteran. Doesn't always score, Checkatrade, but that goal will go in a way to really help him in terms of how well he's doing since being at Millwall. So how many goals has he scored? 5. Okay, that's not too bad by the striker. David Worrell. Worrell to find Butcher. Butcher lays off to Ferguson. Shane Ferguson with a shot. What a save by Daniels in the end. Worrell to find Fred. Fred tried to play it in behind for Sunil Checkatrade. Could have another shot. Oh, what a save by Daniels in the end to deny Checkatrade a second. It's now with Hooper. Oh, that's a great shot. That almost went in. I'm sure that went in, actually. Wow, how lucky can Scunthorpe get there? I really, personally think that went in. Well, at half-time, it's 0-0 for the other 2, with Bristol Rovers and Swindon playing. But that's the only score at half-time. So let's just go ahead and see how we're performing in this match. Right, so it's been pretty equal so far. That's the way I'm seeing it, at least. They've kind of had a little few less chances than we have to score, but we've made use of one of the chances that we have had by scoring. So at the end of the day, we have 3 points, not the worst case scenario. So let's get into that second half, and hopefully we can continue in this same way. Checkatrade to Fred. Fred. Oh, that's back to Sunil Checkatrade. He's going to have the shot. How on earth did he miss that? I do not know. Fred. Oh, he somehow might be able to switch the play to Jonathan Evans, who is still going with the ball. Evans, he plays it back. No, he doesn't. He still has the ball, though. Jonathan Evans, he's battling on like a trooper. Evans, what can he do with the ball? He's going to try and switch it to Ferguson. Ferguson to Fred. Fred with the shot. Great save. Could it fall to Worrell? It could. Great save again by Daniels. He's actually going to play it back to Ferguson. Shane Ferguson. And to Jonathan Evans. He's going to have the shot. Oh, it hits the post. How unlucky by Evans there. Well, there was a lot of action in this game. We only won it 1-0 though, so that's quite surprising. Ambrose didn't get that goal after coming on as a substitute. That is slightly upsetting, but that will help us, that 1-0 win. And I think that we're one of the only teams that's been playing at the moment, or they played before us. So I want to kind of see how that's developed, how we're doing in the league table before we end the episode. So let's go ahead and do that. Right, so with a game in hand, we've actually got ourselves to the top of the table ahead of Charlton. Obviously, we have that game in hand. The goal difference would still keep us at the top if Charlton were to win. Into the playoffs, you have Chesterfield, Bolton, Northampton and Coventry. So really, it's going to be a battle between Charlton and Chesterfield for second at the moment. But we'll have to see how that one progresses. Now, moving out of the playoffs, we have Oxford, who are very close to the playoffs. Sheffield United, Swindon. Obviously, we just beat Swindon. Swindon are a fantastic team and would have been in the playoffs had we not fought back. So I really do feel bad for Swindon with that one. And towards the bottom of the table, we have Rochdale, Walsall, Peterborough and AFC Wimbledon. So it's not the worst thing in the world. Obviously, we could do really well. They could sort themselves out. We're at the top. Anything's possible at the end of the day. So I'll leave you on looking at the top of the table, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this Millwall Career Mode episode. Obviously, I can only go ahead and apologise for not doing a double upload. Like I said, I probably would have been able to. So like, comment, subscribe, and of course, I will see you guys in that next video. But until then, goodbye